So you're late. Okay, shall we start? Yeah, cool. So hey guys again, welcome and thanks a lot to be here. And I'm so excited to be here. And actually, it's my first time in Moscow, and I love the city. I was in Krasnaya Ploshchad, and that was amazing. I mean, the lights and so on. But I hope that I will also see Moscow during the light time. So, hey guys. Okay. So, but actually it's my second time in this conference, and I was last time in St. Petersburg. I was again presenting some talk, and happy that I'm again here and going to share a new topic with you guys. So, hurry. You can still come. We have some slots there. No, you're not coming. Okay, cool. So the topic which I want to present today with you guys is the QA processes from the scratch. And my name is Shushan, and I'm working as a senior QA engineer at Xane. And at Xane, we are very much concentrated about your privacy in internet, and therefore we are building a private discovery search engine, so you can have your data and everything private within the internet. Let's start. I have also this. So a bit intro to myself, so we can a bit get to know each other a bit better. So I'm a QA engineer with more than 8 years of experience, both in leadership and engineering. And also I did some lecturing back then. So, but to be honest, I'm not like the best person to describe myself, but I definitely know some facts about me is that I love a lot techno. Do we have techno lovers? Yay! We are a lot. Yeah. I love a lot techno, but I still listen to some old music. I love a lot System of a Down, and just yesterday I was listening, and also some rap music. But yeah, I can say that I love techno a lot. I live in Berlin, and I really love the city itself, but I never been in any clubs, despite the fact that I love techno a lot. But yeah, hopefully I will manage one day. Also, it was Corona. It wasn't just my fault, so I will manage. And also I have a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's a martial arts, and but I've just started to train after 3 years of break. So who knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here? You can kick my ass after this talk. Okay, so I forgot almost everything, and in my class usually I'm saying that I don't have any belt, I'm novichok. No, как-то да. Okay, so I also know Russia a bit. So a bit more about myself, so we can go into the topic itself because it's really connected to my current experience. So I was relocated to Berlin about 6 months ago, so I'm not that new, and I'm not that old. I'm new. So and when I was thinking about relocation, it wasn't just about relocation and changing the country or the city itself, but it also was about to find a new challenge for me, a new work for me. And I was always working in a big companies, like 1,000 employees, or I mean, in every company there were already set up some processes, and I was one of the QA engineers, one of the QA managers. And usually when you are one of the big team, you are adopting already set up technologies, and you are just using them because, yeah, you have to, because it's already set up some processes. And I was really looking forward to find some workplace where I'm going to be one and only one QA engineer. Maybe it was some ego something, I don't know, but I was really looking forward to challenge all my experience, all my knowledge, and really understand, can I go somewhere and set up everything from the scratch? Can I like do all the networking stuff and just do whatever needed to do if you are the only QA engineer and let's say also kind of manager? And yeah, that was the thing that was really interesting for me. And I heard a lot about Berlin startup culture, and that Berlin is becoming the next Silicon Valley. And actually, I think it's somehow there, because in Berlin there are a lot of startups. Like in every corner, you can find a tech company, tech startup. So yeah, I wanted to also choose a Berlin-based startup, so I can also learn German culture, German startup culture. And I was lucky, and I found my job at Xein. So, but despite all of the positive things, so you are the only one, you have all the power as a exclusive QA engineer, there's also some problems. And I would like to share with you like what kind of problems you can have when you are the only QA engineer, like QA manager within the company. It's obvious that you are going to have a lot of responsibilities, because when company is looking forward to a senior engineer, like 5+ years of experience to join company to set up some processes, and they never had any quality processes before, it's really mean that you are not just going to be a guy who is going to do a daily testing activities, just going to test some PRs, find some issues. It's not that like simple. It's also means that you are going to be responsible for the quality, for overall company quality and overall processes. And yeah, it's the two things in one job title. So it's management, it's quality, let's say, maybe control and management, and also the engineer responsibilities. So you are going to be the main decision maker, which I think it's a problem, because it's an extra stress. You are everyone really going to trust your experience, because you have the main experience in quality engineering you have in the company. Everyone is really looking for your results, and because in the interview process you said that you are going to do that job, so everyone is really looking forward to your results. And I don't really think that you have too much failure tolerance within the company, because startups are really moving fast, and it's not in a big companies that you can try something, you can say, oh, it didn't work, so I can try another thing. In startups, if you will try something in the quality and it will not work, maybe your company is going to lose majority of the users. So it's not really the thing that you can play and say, oh, it didn't work, but I can fail fast. No, you cannot fail fast. So no one to delegate your work, and this was the main problem for me, because in my previous experience, my team was 12 engineers, 12 QA engineers, and there is a lot of guys you can delegate your work, you can discuss some stuff with them, but here you are going to be alone, and you don't have anyone to discuss or share your, some kind of work or responsibilities of yours. So I really think that it means that you are going to have a lot of stress, and if you are going to be like me with the relocation stuff, yeah, it's I think a bit too much stress, and alcohol is not the best thing to help here. But I have tried. Okay, so let's together today understand what kind of like tricks we can do in order to reduce our stress level, in order to somehow have the balance with our work and life, so we are not going to be alcoholic or something in the end. So the main thing that I would suggest, and it's really working, is the power of early strategy. So strategy, like everyone knows that strategy is ruling, but yeah, when it's coming to the acting, we have to a bit think about it. So how you can think about your strategy beforehand. So for example, you can always use your interview steps in order to discuss what kind of responsibilities you are going to have within the company, even when you don't even know, are you going to join that company? Are you going to have that job offer in your table? I mean, it doesn't matter. During your interview process, especially if it's a startup, you are going to have an interview step with your company founders, it's for sure. And usually company founders are the guys who open the position, so they really know what kind of specialist they are looking for and what kind of a job they are looking for to be done. So during that interview, and don't be shy, don't think that they are interviewing you. It's also about you are interviewing them. So ask the questions, ask, for example, what kind of responsibilities you are going to have within the company. And don't think in general, really go deep into it. So for example, during my interview, I have shared the ideas like you guys during the first 6 months, let's say, because you cannot share your strategy for 1 year, for 3 years, because you don't know enough about the company. So, but for the 6 months, for sure, you can share your ideas because you have experience in the field. So, for example, during my last interview step, I didn't know, am I going to have that offer or not? I have already had defined responsibilities that I'm going to do within the company for the first 6 months. And it was approved during the interview process. So and when I have received my work agreement, all the stuff which we were discussing during the interview, it was already written in my working agreement. So by this way, you can kind of already reduce your stress level, because you are not thinking that, okay, I'm going to join that company, what I'm going to do. It's already written in your work agreement, and everything is clear. So mine was like defining and implementing some test strategies, implementing some guidelines about quality, defining test cases, documents, and for sure bugs, because yeah, we are still going to report some bugs. Okay, so now you have your agreement, everything is cool. Now you have joined the company. Once you are joining the company, it's not about that, okay, I have everything written in my work agreement, it's Germany, it's bureaucracy, everything I have written, so I'm just going to do what is expected from me. I mean, it's not about that part. I think that, okay, you have some kind of agreement with the founders, but there is also team, there is also some guys who are working in the product, the development process itself, and I think that it's really important if you will understand, okay, founders maybe thinking this way, let's understand what the team itself is thinking about the quality processes, and about that someone joined a company from QA side, and they are now going to change all their work routine maybe because of the QA engineer who joined. So I would suggest that once you are joining the company, don't be in a rush to show some results, to write some test cases right before to show how great QA engineer you are. Enjoy that you are in a new company, and enjoy that you have new colleagues, and try to talk with them during the coffee break. I don't know, go in a lunch, like organize some lunch maybe, go and eat with them, so you can also understand new culture, because definitely it's a new culture. And also you can listen everyone, because everyone is going to share some complaints maybe, or share some amazing thing that is happening in the company. And yeah, you are going to be one who is going to listen to that, and try to enjoy that part, and don't think, oh my God, they are talking too much, I just relocated, please leave me alone. So no, it's not about that part. So try really even ask the questions in order to understand what's going on in the company, what kind of issues guys are facing. And if they never had quality processes, it means that after they have hired someone, it really means that maybe they have some problems, and you have to solve them. And as soon as you will understand from the team what kind of problems they have, it's better for you. I would suggest here just for the beginning, for the first 2 weeks even, just enjoy, just listen and understand what's going on within the company. Try to find documentation about the company itself, not about the application quality, because it's your job to do. So it's more about to understand what's going on in the company itself. And this topic is really connected to the next one, risk of making sharp decisions. So sometimes I have heard that some guys are joining in the companies and they are trying to change everything right before. Even in my experience, when a new guy were joining my team, they are always trying to change everything which was like the same in their previous company, because it's in their comfort zone. So usually once they are joining there, in my previous company we did like this, maybe we can change here, in my previous company. I mean, and in this way you can really miss things when you want to build your comfort zone right before joining a new company. And in our situation, if you are going to join a company again to build something from the scratch, it's the same word again and again, but that's the point of this presentation. For sure you can build everything during one day. For sure you can during 24 hours define all test strategies, define all quality processes, because you already have 8 or 5 years experience. So it's obvious for you that you can do all that stuff during, okay, let's say 1 month. But it's not that obvious for the company and for the company employees, and you really need to do kind of step back and understand that, okay, maybe I have a lot of things that is obvious for you, like for example testing stage. For example, in our company we didn't have like testing tips, we didn't have like Jira configuration, for example, the testing stage there, or pair branch testing or separate testing environment, or even regression or sanity testing. They were never doing that. I mean, it's everything here, it's really obvious for you, and you can just during one stand up like say all these things, and from tomorrow I'm going to do all this stuff. And for sure you can do, because you have the decision maker power, and you can have you really can do that. But all those things are going to be really sharp decisions, and you can have a lot of hate which is coming to your side, because you just joined and you started to ruin everything and ruin like all the work activities that were going on there. So in this situation, if something is really obvious for you, think twice before changing it to making everything like more in your comfort zone. So, and in order to like somehow present your changes, somehow get the approval that you need to do some changes, because okay, you can always go step back, you can always understand that, okay, I will wait, but still you need to do some work and you need to show some results. And also for you, you need to build your comfort zone within a company. So try to share your ideas as soon as possible with the team, and try to make your ideas transparent as much as possible. How you can do that? I mean, especially in Europe culture, you can always make a presentation, nice looking presentation, and set up a meeting with the team and present that, you guys, you know, I have this kind of nice idea. So because I have some experience here, not that much, but I have. So maybe you guys can suggest what kind of things we can do here. And always listen to the feedbacks of your teammates, because, okay, maybe you have a lot of experience in quality engineering, but you are new in the company. You are new in the culture. So yeah, you have to learn from others. Maybe someone who is working in the company for 4 years as a developer, he knows a bit better about the processes, even the quality processes that you are going to set up. So really listen to everyone and be agile as much as possible. If someone is thinking that we don't need regression testing now, maybe we don't need regression testing now. I mean, think about it before making any decisions. Try to be soft and try to improve your networking skills during every session of talking with your team. And for example, one of the examples, because you could say what can be complicated there, even the Jira configuration, which maybe sounds like, okay, we just need to add a testing stage there. For example, this was our Jira when I joined the company. I was like, okay, and where is the testing here? And then I've presented that you guys, maybe we need to add testing steps there. And everyone was like, okay, cool, let's add. And then I've started to add the testing step there. It's the simple example because I didn't want to make it complicated. And I really think that this diagram can be more complicated. But I was like, okay, let's go simple. And I've just added testing step. And this was like this. And I was like, okay, cool. So, like, looks really amazing. So in order to show this, I cannot just press the Jira button and say, for now on, we have this diagram. You cannot just do that. So again, you have to make a presentation. You have to, again, set up a meeting and show the guys that we are going to have, for example, testing step. And, you know, we are going to reopen some issues. And it was like, reopen issues? How can we reopen issues? We can just close them. Okay. So for me, the hardest part was to communicate that we can reopen issues sometimes, maybe. Okay. And another thing that was in my agreement, it was sure about the test coverage, because yeah, in any case, if you want to ensure some quality, you need to have some test cases in order to understand what's going on from test coverage side. So, and the next thing, usually after Jira or after some process implementation, you are going to face a situation when you need to choose a tool in order to write your test cases. In our companies, we didn't have any test cases before I have joined, and that was completely normal for me. And yeah, I was trying to choose a tool. Let's maybe choose together. We have a TestRail as a tool. I love TestRail. I have used TestRail for like 4 years. I like the fancy diagrams there, charts there, so you can connect your manual test cases to your automation like a framework. You can have your automation automation this chart. Automation chart and your manual chart. So I mean, I love it. On the other hand, I was thinking, okay, I have TestRail, but I also need to show another tool so we can somehow decide. I was also thinking about the Testlink. I have used Testlink for 2 years. I hate it. I mean, the UI is bad. It's like 19s. You cannot have too much fancy stuff that you have in TestRail. You cannot have I forgot the word, the implementer. For example, you cannot connect Postman to your Testlink. In terms of TestRail, you can do that. So yeah, you don't have too much agility, let's say, when it's come to TestRail. So you are new in a company, and company founders are saying that you have all the finance. You can choose the tool which you like, which we are going to choose. Which? TestRail. Yay, TestRail. I love TestRail, but I have choose Testlink. Why I have choose the Testlink? Because yeah, the company is small. Come on, it's a startup. I mean, and we don't have any automation yet. Even I mean, we don't have any test case. We don't have any test coverage. What I'm going to do with the TestRail? I have the TestRail. I'm paying €39 per month for a TestRail just because for one user. I mean, I have all the fancy charts there. I can run regression. I can connect to my automation, but I don't have any test cases for regression. I don't have any automation. Why I need to pay €39 per month if I cannot really use all the features I have in the TestRail? But I love the TestRail. I used to work with the TestRail. But is it really good in terms of company, in terms of business for the company where you are working? Is that really cool that company is going to pay €39 per month, but you are not going to use none of the features? You are just going to click add test case, create step, done, add test case, So I was thinking that, okay, we also have Testlink, right? So it's free, it's completely free. It's web-based, so cool, everyone can use it. It's not complicated. I have all the simple things there, which is really needed for me. And it's possible to write manual regression test cases. Cool, right? And it's not Excel, so it's a tool, so I can use that tool. So, and once, I'm thinking this way, once I will have all test coverage there, once I will come up with the strategy that some of the percentage of my test cases I can now automate, I will move to another better tool, which in that point will be more interesting for us. But for now, Testlink is really enough for us. So it's also one step to reduce stress, because I really think when a company is paying too much for quality tools, and you are always thinking, okay, the company is paying like X amount of money for the quality tools, I need to show results, right? Because it's a stress level. But when you are using tools which is free, I mean, no stress at all. Okay, the next thing by using which you can reduce your stress level, I love this picture, it's that you can destroy the mindset of QA exclusivity. So I really think that quality is the company responsibility, is like we have 5 minutes, everyone's responsibility, and I really think is that if you are the only QA engineer, it doesn't mean that you are the only one who is responsible for the quality. Everyone within the company is responsible for the quality, and if you don't have a team, it doesn't mean that you are alone there and you are fighting alone. I mean, it's not that black and white, it's about that, for example, you can start the quality delegation. And especially if you in your past experience have some management responsibilities, you must love the delegation. So here it is, start the quality delegation. So for example, you can build a quality team even you don't have any QA engineers within the company. For example, at Xane, when I have joined the company, that was the first localization tests were done by marketing people, because they were doing the stuff there. And when I have joined, they said, maybe we can pass the localization testing to you, because you just joined, maybe you need to do that. And for sure, you can always say, yeah, I can do that, give me that, because I'm the QA, I need to prove everyone that I can do all kind of tests, everywhere that is written word test, I can do that. But now, I mean, keep calm a bit and say that, okay guys, maybe if you were doing the localization test even before I have joined the company, maybe you can continue that. That would be really nice. You will help me because I have too much job to do related to the processes. And yeah, you can really negotiate that part. And even now, the localization part, it's done by another team, not by QA team, and it's fine because everyone is responsible for the quality. It's not about that I can do the localization test, I don't know, better than anyone else. We also have AI in our application, and AI tests is also part of the quality. It's also part of our quality processes, and we are running them. And in QA team, I'm the only one. In AI team, we have 4 engineers. Maybe AI guys can help us. Maybe they can help and write some AI tests by their side and run them. So maybe if we don't have enough QA engineers within the team, maybe we can also delegate that part to AI team, let's say. So, and at Xane, AI testing is done by the AI team. They are ensuring the quality from their side, and for sure we have some integration tests in our side, so it's some kind of combination work in order to ensure that our AI is working well. And backend tests, for example, API tests, again, it's not about that you have to prove everyone that you know about APIs and you can automate APIs. It's not about you, because if you had the job, to set up everything from the scratch, you really know about APIs and all the automation stuff which are going on. So try to, again, if you know someone who can do the API test, delegate that to them. You can discuss the test strategy. You can discuss that we need to automate this, but it's not mandatory that you need to sit there and do all the technical job. I mean, it can be done by developers, and I am sure that they will be more than happy to help you because it's a teamwork. And by this way, you are also going to deepen your team working within the company. Unit tests, it's obvious that it's done by developers, and it was there when I've joined, so cool. And also our application, it's a Flutter based, so we also have some widget tests framework in order to create widget tests, and this one also can be done by a non-QA engineer for sure. So by this way, you are going to delegate a lot of your test activities across the company. You are going to have quality team across the company, and all is going to be fine because everyone still is super excited that everyone is helping in order to build the quality for the application. And you are going to reduce a lot of your time, and you are not going to work overtime because overtime working, it's not the really thing to do, especially in Europe culture. If you are working overtime, something is wrong. Maybe you are not managing your daily time. So it's not about that I'm working overtime, I am the main player here. So, okay. Conclusions. Oh, that was fast. Okay. So try to enjoy your responsibilities once you are going to join the company. Don't be under stress. I mean, really enjoy, because if you had the job, even if it's coming with the relocation, even if it's coming with the new culture, if you had the job, then you can do that job. I mean, that's for sure. Just maybe you need to a bit think about your strategy, move, adopt, but you definitely can do that if you have the job. So don't be in a rush, and don't make any sharp decisions. So yeah, it's not about showing results as much as possible. It's more about to show good results. It's more about to show results that you are not going to change after 1 or 2 months. Choose proper tools based on company, business, and not per your needs. And destroy the QA exclusivity, so build a quality team and not be the only one, because it's not really good to always be the only one. I mean, with the team, it's always easy to solve any issues. And as our results, within the first month, we already had set up quality processes. Even we had meetings, even it maybe sounds a bit slow that for everything you need to organize a meeting, but it's possible to do everything in time. After 3 months, we successfully released our web and mobile applications with a lot of success. And for now on, we are releasing our application for every 2-3 months. Before, maybe it was 6 months, I don't know. But yeah, for now on, we are releasing Xane for every 2-3 weeks, and I think that's amazing. And while I'm talking here, for sure, our team is working on tests, on quality, and our work is not blocked because I took 2 days day off. So thank you for your time. I was really happy to share this with you. Yeah, you can find my contacts here if you would like, about our company. We are always looking for good talents to join us, especially in quality team. Okay, guys. Questions, maybe? Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you so much about your presentation. It was really interesting.
Thank you too.
I have a question about situation when you came to guys with your presentations, and they said, "Oh, you know, I think we don't need this," but you understand as quality engineers that you really need this. For example, you say, we need to buy some test rail, for example. And they said, why you can't do this in Excel or some Google tables, something like that?
You need to have answer for that question. Before coming to any presentation, let's say, or any proposal when you need something from others, you need to think about all kind of questions and you need to have all kind of answers there. For example, if you can answer for you why you need test trail, you can for sure have the negotiation that you need a test trail. If you have all the like points, because I need to do this, and without this we are not going to have quality because I already have the experience and you are also showing the because, for sure you are going to have test trail. For example, I've started to think that I need test trail and I've started to think about all of the questions and I've understand that I don't need test trail really. Yeah. Was there?
Thank you for your presentation. And
Thank you too.
Could you please tell how do you feel now at your work? Are you confident now, or maybe you still feel nervous and feel stressed at work?
I feel very confident and comfortable because I really like our team and they are very helpful and they are helping me a lot. But yeah, for sure you can have some stress in your work, that's for sure. But yeah, it's more about relaxed working environment, and I'm really controlling my work-life balance. So yeah, when I'm at work, I'm working. When work is done, work is done.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. There.
Oh, thank you. You're really a strong QA if you choose Testlink, if you can use Testrail. What will be your next step? Will you choose to work alone in your next company, or you will return to have a teammates?
Ah, what a nice question. I was thinking about that question also. So yeah, for now I'm concentrated to build a team really because I love teams. I mean, I miss to have a team and to have all the team vibes which is coming with it. So yeah, for now I'm concentrated to build a team in my current company. It's more about that. I didn't think about like far future, like in next company, yeah, but
do you have any tips how to make developers cover their code by unit tests? You mentioned that it is possible because in my experience, if they don't like do it usually.
Yeah, that's like painful part for us. Usually I'm showing that pyramid of that unit text should be 70%, you guys. Yeah, and again, by examples, you can have that. I was a bit lucky in my company. Guys are very much concentrated on quality and they are working in their unit tests and they really think that without unit tests, you cannot have quality in your code. So I was lucky here. But yeah, usually if you have that problem, it can be painful, but with the negotiations, I believe, and with the examples, with some real examples, but for example, if we had the unit test, we will not have this critical issue in the end. Maybe connecting like issues and doing some root causes, you can finally have that we need to write unit tests. Yeah. So I guess root cause can help there. Yep. Sorry, yeah.
Thanks for presentation. So I want to ask about a question. If you have disagreement with team, how to solve it, and especially how to escape for such situation, even when you are in a different culture, in a different country, how not have disagreement with development team and do not have conflict with them?
In terms of everything? I mean, to be a conflict-free, it's a simple answer. I mean, in order not to have conflict, it's to not, your ego should not dominate. In that case, you will not have conflicts. If your ego is dominating, if you are always thinking that I am here as advanced one in terms of quality, you will lose, I think. So you should understand others. You should tolerate others. and you will never have conflicts if you are tolerating and if you are understanding. If you your ego there is thinking, is that not true? Maybe it's true. I mean, it's about flexibility, I think, even in the decisions, and reduce the ego. The guy there, yeah.
Thank you for presentation. I'm sure it's really exciting to be a pioneer on the project.
Yeah.
I wonder, how do you define test strategies? What kind of foundation you use to define them?
Foundations. I mean, first, I did meetings with the product owner, who is also the founder of the company, and for sure he knows where the company is going. So with him, we have defined what is important and what is not in terms of testing, because it's taking time. And for sure, he also knew that after 3 months, let's say, we are going to redesign this part. So it's good to discuss with the product owner everything right before starting your test strategy, because test strategy is really connected to the product decisions. And especially in startups, you also need to have that in mind, that maybe you are now defining your strategy, which is actual for the next 3 or 4 months, but maybe after 4 months you need to change that. So it's a normal practice, and you should not be stressful about it. So yeah, but I have also added my test strategy story into the daily, into the sprint. So during every daily stand-up, I am updating what I'm doing there, so I can have feedback from the product owner, who is also in that meeting, so he can say, oh, please don't work on that because we are going to have this. So it's a bit about, it's again about the transparency. And yeah, for example, I choose the daily meetings to have that transparency in order not to have a lot of meetings with him.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
It's time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too. Maybe after you can answer. Yeah, best. It was about I'm going to choose team or work. I love that question, but also I have some other presents here, so maybe you can have the T-shirt if you would like. But I also have a Haribo here a bit. But I should remember the other question. I like these questions also. Thanks a lot. And yeah, thanks a lot. Hope you will enjoy.